everybody, and welcome back to Rainbow Magic Book Club. Please do not forget to like my videos, comment, and remember to subscribe and turn on your post notification so you will become a part of the Rainbow Magic Book Club today. I am really sorry for not filming since the 10th of March because like I always say when I say I haven't filmed, I need to film for Pony Sparkle Toys. Now, although today is Tuesday and I am supposed to be filming for Rainbow Magic Book Club as well as Pony Sparkle Toys, I had no idea for Pony Sparkle Toys, even though I meant to upload it for Pony Sparkle Toys. So I thought, I'll just film for Rainbow Magic Book Club instead. And I'll film on Friday for Pony Sparkle Toys. Look at these books. Who do we have here? Crystal the Snow Fairy. Abigail the Breeze Fairy. When I was reading the Rainbow Fairy series, I read one book from each series in one video. Well, technically I read more. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I'm reading one book a day. I should have read Crystal yesterday, which was Monday. But the reason why I got Crystal and Abigail is so that I can read 2 books. So, if you don't know about these fairies or the series in general, these are the Weather Fairies, which is why it says on the rainbow, the Weather Fairies. The Weather Fairies is the second ever Rainbow Magic series, and that is a long time ago. Let me show you when the Weather Fairies was made. It was a long time ago. First published in Great Britain in 2004. Yeah, see it said 2004 right there? 14 years ago. So I was about 1, maybe 2 years old when this came out. So, the Weather Fairies is 7 fairies in each series. There's Crystal the Snow Fairy, Abigail the Breeze Fairy, Pearl the Cloud Fairy, Goldie the Sunshine Fairy, Evie the Mist Fairy, Storm the Lightning Fairy, and Haley the Rain Fairy. They're in charge of the weather. And there is a weathering cockerel called Doodle, and he has 7 feathers on him. And each feather's for each different part of the weather. So for Crystal, it's snowy weather. For Abigail, it's breeze weather, etc., etc. So you get the gist of it. So let's read as much as I can of each book. I won't be able to read the whole of each book, because then the video will be like 20 minutes. I want to make sure the video is just under 15 minutes. So we'll read as much as Crystal and as Abigail. Starting with Crystal. Rainbow Magic. The Weather Fairies. There's trouble afoot in Fairyland. Jack Frost has stolen the Weather Fairies' magic feathers, and now it's snowing in summer? The Queen of the Fairies needs Rachel and Kirsty's help. There's a magic feather in each Rainbow Magic story. Help the girls to collect them all and restore the weather to Fairyland. Why in the world did I draw that in the book? That looks like a pencil. I don't remember drawing that. I mean, I've seen it before, but I don't know why I drew it. Crystal the Snow Fairy by Daisy Meadows. Illustrated by Georgie Ripper. Here's the map, and I coloured in the castle and the trees. So we have Fairyland Palace, Sweet Factory, River, Weatherby Village, Kirsty's house, Mudhole, Farmyard, Fields, the Museum, Willow Hill, Miss Fordham's Cottage, Jack Frost's Ice Castle, Forest Greenwood, the park. Here's Jack Frost's spell. goblins green and goblins small. I cast this spell to make you tall. As high as a palace you shall grow. My icy magic makes it so. Then steel doodles magic feathers used by the fairies to make all weathers. Climate chaos I have planned on Earth and here in Fairyland. We're not going to read all chapter 1, which is a magical surprise. I'll read about 3 pages because we do need to go into Abigail because it's Tuesday. So, a magical surprise. Isn't it a lovely day, Mum? Kirsty Tate said happily as she gazed out of the car window at the blue sky and sunshine. Do you think it'll stay like this all through the summer holidays? Mrs. Tate laughed. Well, let's hope so, she said. Remember what the weather was like on rain spell. Island? It was always changing. Kirsty smiled to herself. She and her parents had been to Rainspell Island on holiday in the last school break. Kirsty had made a new friend, Rachel Walker, there, and the 2 girls now shared a very special secret. They had helped the 7 rainbow fairies get back to Fairyland after Jack Frost had cast a nasty spell to banish them. Could Rachel come to stay with us, please, Mum? Kirsty suggested as they drew up outside their cottage. The Tates lived in Weatherbury, a pretty village in the middle of the countryside. That's a really good idea, Mrs. Tate agreed. Now, let's take the shopping indoors. This is the last page I'll read, then we'll go into Abigail. Okay, said Kirsty, getting out of the car. Where's Dad? Hello? I'm up here. Kirsty glanced up, shading her eyes against the sun. To the left of the house was an old wooden barn. Mr. Tate was standing at the top of the ladder, holding a hammer. I'm just repairing the roof, he explained. It's been leaking. Oh dear, said Mrs. Tate, opening the car boot. She handed 2 of the shopping bags to Kirsty. You want to know more about the book? Buy it yourself or read it if you have it. Let's go into Abigail. Bye-bye, Crystal. Hopefully, I'm not 100% definite. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be reading Pearl. Abigail the Breeze Fairy. The Weather Fairies. Rainbow Magic. The Weather Fairies. Abigail the Breeze Fairy has been blown, of course, without her wispy winged feather. Will Rachel and Kirsty be able to find the feather and bring calm to the blustery village fate? Well, I know exactly what happened because I read this book before. Here's the map again. Just a quick overview, in case you've forgotten. Jack for spell, don't need to read it. And chapter 1 is The Adventure Begins. The adventure begins. I'm so glad I could come and stay with you, Rachel Walker said happily as she sat with her friend Kirsty in the garden. The sun shone brightly on the neat green lawn and pretty flower bushes. Me too, agreed Kirsty Tate, smiling. And it's very exciting to see the fairies again. I'll read these 2 pages here, and then I'll finish the video. Kirsty and Rachel had met while on holiday with their parents, and they'd had a fairy adventure. They had found all the rainbow fairies and helped them bring the colour back to Fairyland. After Jack Frost had cast a nasty spell to banish them. Now Jack Frost was causing more trouble in Fairyland. He had ordered his goblin servants to steal the 7 magic feathers from Doodle the fairy cockerel. Doodle was in charge of the weather in Fairyland, but without his magic tail feather, he was powerless. Fairyland's weather would be topsy-turvy until Rachel and Kirsty could help the Weather Fairies recover all of Doodle's stolen feathers. "I hope we find another magic feather today," said Rachel. She and Kirsty had already helped Crystal the Snow Fairy return the snow feather to Doodle. The goblins were hiding around Kirsty's hometown, Weatherby, and they had been up to mischief, using the magic weather feathers to conjure up some very unusual and troublesome weather in the country village. Kirsty looked anxiously. "We need to find the 6 other feathers," she said, "or poor Doodle will be stuck on top of our barn forever." She glanced up at the roof of the old wooden barn where Doodle was perched. There we go. Now that is not even half or a third of the book read. Now if I were to read the whole of this book and the whole of Crystal, then the video would be like 19 minutes and there would be no way I could upload it. So I really hope you enjoyed me reading just a little bit of Crystal and Abigail. Now hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully I'll be reading Pearl the Cloud Fairy tomorrow. But don't get upset or angry if I come back and say the middle of July. Please don't get annoyed. So remember to like my video, comment and subscribe. Bye.